So today, about 80% of the value of the average company is off balance sheet. It's intangible. Nobody's measured it. Nobody really is saying what's there. Really, these intangibles are knowledge, and you know, the data from the conference board shows that it's been built through investment, very deliberate investment in knowledge assets. And so if you want to understand what's going on, you really need to think about what is this intangible capital, and how do I make it real in my own organization. So the definition of intangible capital is all the knowledge assets that are built over time, and there are really 4 categories where you can see knowledge. The first one is in people. People are the beginning and the end of knowledge, right? You always want people coming to work every day because they help renew and keep things running, and really personal knowledge and experience is the source of innovation to improve and always ensure growth and sustainability of a business. So the first category of intangibles is human capital. The second one is relationship capital, and this is one we all understand. It's always been part of business, you know, customers and suppliers. But what's happened, just as with everything else in our economy, the knowledge portion of this has become more and more important. We're more intimately linked today with suppliers and partners and customers than ever before, just because we can be. Your customers often are linked electronically. If you're in the retail business, your suppliers are seeing into your stores to see what's selling, and you're seeing into their inventory to see what's available, and you have these very complex shared sets of knowledge and relationships that become critical. And in today's world, misbehavior by your suppliers is tantamount and seen by the market as misbehavior by your own company. So you have to manage that very carefully. So that's the second one, human capital, relationship capital. The third one is structural capital. It's not a very sexy name, but it's actually a good description of what it is, which is the knowledge that becomes part of the infrastructure of your business. And this is the knowledge that stays in the building when everyone goes home at night, when people take a little break and hopefully come back in the next day. But it's this shared knowledge that's in processes, that's in data, that's in information. Sometimes it's formalized into formulas and patents and trademarks, into things called intellectual property. But it's all the knowledge that's become operationalized and becomes shared knowledge and reusable knowledge inside your organization. So, often use the example of FedEx. You think about FedEx, it's really their process that you think about. It's not really their hard assets. It's not their trucks and their planes that you think of as the essence of that company. It's their processes. So people, human capital, relationship capital, structural capital. The fourth one is strategic capital. This is really the business model, how all the pieces fit together, and it's how you make the connection with the marketplace. So this is the essence of the modern business. And the sooner we get where we can all talk that way, the better we can have conversations with anyone from your banker to your investors to your human resources people, to talk about how, a much more integrated view of human capital, get it into your measurement systems. It's a new way of understanding what's already there in our companies, but if we can get a more explicit definition of the intangible capital of a business, then we can get much more explicit and much more careful and much more successful at managing these critical assets. And that's really the path. That's what we need to do to increase performance and value and tap into the innovation capacity of all of our companies.